वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
ततो जयमुदीरये।
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
अष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं
नित्यं
भागवते
भागवते
भगवते उत्तमश्लोके
भगवते
उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिं भवतिर्नैष्टिकी
भक्तिं
भक्तिं
भवति
भवति
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय
वासुदेवाय
देवकीनन्दनाय च
देवकीनन्दनाय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
गोविन्दाय नमो
नमो
नमः।
नमः।
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, text number 8, 268. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Purusha Sukta Confirmed. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Apāṁ vīryasya sargasya
apām vīryasya sargasya
parjanyasya prajāpateḥ
parjanyasya prajāpateḥ
puṁsaḥ śiśna upasthastu
puṁsaḥ upasthas
prajāti-ānanda-nirvṛteḥ
prajāti-ānanda-nirvṛteḥ.
Word by word meaning. Please repeat behind me. Apāṁ of water. Vīryasya of the semen. Sargasya of the generative. Parjanyasya of rains. Prajāpateḥ of the creator. Puṁsaḥ of the Lord. śiśnaḥ the genitals. upasthas the place where the genitals are situated. Prajāti due to begetting. Ānanda pleasure. Nirvṛteḥ cause. Translation and purport is Living Grace Abhay Charanavarthi A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat behind me. From the Lord's genitals originate water, semen, generatives, rains, and the procreators. His genitals are the cause of a pleasure that counteracts the distress of begetting. Purport. The genitals and the pleasure of begetting counteract the distress of family encumbrances. One would cease to generate altogether if they were not, by the grace of the Lord, a coating, a pressure-giving substance on the surface of the generative organs. This substance gives a pleasure to intents, that is, that it counteracts fully the distress of family encumbrances. A person is so captivated by this pleasure-giving substance that he is not satisfied by begetting a single child, but increase the number of children, with great risk in regard to maintain them simply for this pleasure-giving substance. This pleasure-giving substance is not false, however, because it originates from the transcendental body of the Lord. In other words, the pleasure-giving substance is a reality, but it has taken on an aspect of pervertedness on account of material contamination. In the material world, sex life is the cause of many distresses on account of material contact. Therefore, the sex life is the material world in the material world should not be encouraged beyond the necessity. There is a necessity for generating progeny even in the material world, but such generation of children must be carried out with full responsibility for spiritual values. The spiritual values of life can be realized in the human form of material existence, and the human being must adopt family planning with reference to the context of spiritual values and not otherwise. The degraded form of family restriction by use of contraceptives, etc., in the grossest type of material contamination. Materialists who use these devices want to fully utilize the pleasure potency of the coating of the genitals by artificial means without knowing the spiritual importance. And without knowledge of spiritual values, the less intelligent man tries to utilize only the material sense pleasure of the genitals. Hare Krishna. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय पुत्रे श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाद पाशाच देशतारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So this is the continuation of discussion between Narada Muni and Brahmaji. So Narada Muni was asking the question about the creation, and Narada is giving the explanation. Sorry, the Brahmaji is giving the explanation to Narada Muni about this creation. And he was, yesterday we discussed about the previous sloka, we discussed about the surrenderness, how to surrender to the Supreme Lord, lotus feet, that we discussed. Now, today we are talking about the genital, the generative organs of the Lord. So, from the Lord's genitals, what are the things are coming out? It is water, semen, generatives, rains, and the procreators. All these the source is Supreme Lord. That's what Brahmaji is saying. And because of this material contamination in this material world, we are using the reproductive organs in a wrong way. Because we don't have the knowledge, we are in the mode of ignorance. So that is the reason the spiritual knowledge should be given to the children from the age of 5 onwards. So the person who studied the spiritual, who know the spiritual values, who studied the scriptures from the age of 5, who followed the brahmacharya till up to the age of 25, once they studied completion, that brahmacharya, that will take care of them rest of their life. And once the person got the spiritual knowledge from the age of 5, there is no chances they will deviate from their spiritual path. There's the one thing. And they won't utilize their organs, or they won't work for their sense enjoyment. And it is sense enjoyment, it is allowed in this material world. It is not that it is not allowed, but it should be a certain limit and certain rules and regulation we have to follow as per the scriptures. That is the reason we are getting into the framework of marriage. The persons, after the brahmacharya life, the person can continue the brahmacharya, or the person get into the samsara, getting into the marriage and grihastha life, they can continue. In the grihastha life, you'll marry a girl, and the man and when they have to together help each other to progress in spiritual path. So as per the scriptures, the men should be more on the spirituality, and the women should help them to complete their spiritual activities. So this is the way there is the harmony in the society as well as in the house. It should happen. And also is talking about the reproductive organs. It should not be used for only for the sense gratification. In the current world, there are so much of advertisement, so much of there is a separate industry is running for this to give the pleasure to the reproductive organs. So those kind of things are just they are utilizing this. They are in the sense pleasures only. So it is said that animal kingdom, they are more than humans. They are enjoying the cells, enjoying using their reproductive organs. But if you see for example, their small pigeon. So the pigeon, they are saying, researchers are saying that per day 300 times they are doing the mix with the male and female. They are mixing within 300 times per day. So that much pleasure they are enjoying. But what the human being is thinking, human being is formed. This form of human being is not to enjoy like that animals. So there is, and also in the current society, if you see, we are hearing so many cases of rapes happening, this and that. So many things are happening in this material. In the illegal things are happening. So many problems are happening because of this reproductive organ. Because to satisfy the reproductive organ, the human can go up to any extent. It is very, very painful. Actually, it is, if you see, as per the research, the human body can bear what is the maximum bearable pain which is experienced by the woman when begetting a child. So that is that highest level of pain the human body can bear. If it is a little point, not 1% also, if increased, the person will die. So that is the highest pain the body can bear. That much pain it is happening during the delivery of the child. But still, because of our senses, because of our reproductive organs agitated by reproductive organs and attraction, what we are doing, we are not begetting more children. It is not a false thing to beget more children, but as per the scriptures, if you are begetting a children, you should, first of all, you should get married, and your intention should go back to Godhead. And if you are wanted to beget a children, that marriage should be happen to beget a children only. That is what the scriptures are saying. Otherwise, don't get married. Be continue in the brahmacharya. And if you are begetting a children, then you should be capable to make them as a devotees of the Lord. Then only you should get married. Otherwise, it is only the sense gratification only you are getting married, and there is no other way to get out of this material world. There is no difference between animals and us. And the human society, the current news we are hearing here and there are so many cases, this illegal cases, rapes and all happening, because it is not happening in the animal kingdom. Because animal kingdom, at least they have their own rules and regulations they are following. They are abiding in the nature's law. But the human, 365 days, 24/7, they wanted to enjoy. So, but the animals, there is a certain period, only that period only they will get that. They will get that mood, and they will mix with the male and female. They will mix and they will beget a child. After begetting a child, they will also run a family. But how the human are enjoying this that way, they won't. The animals won't do. But so the human being, it is degraded than the animal kingdom also. So that is the way the current society is running, and there are so many, and the government also promoting that men and women are equal, both should have the equal opportunity, everything. So now if you see in Bangalore, at least, again, we can see when I go to office, I'm seeing that there are, earlier we used to have the PGs, that the paying guest, where there will be 2 years back, we could have seen that separate for men and separate for women. But in today's thing, if you go and see the Bangalore streets, you can see the co-living. Men and women, they are living together in a same paying guest area. So this is the way even our society also trying to make money by agitating the senses, agitating the human senses. So this is the way we are getting degraded day by day, day by day, day by day. And it is said that if you want to beget a child, then you get married. If you are not able to control your senses, then get married and use your senses for proper way. So that is proper way in the sense you need to mix with a woman, one need to get a child, and don't mix with the other woman. That is the reason in ISKCON we are by starting itself, in the childhood itself, we are asking that consider all the other women or your mothers. That is the reason we are calling them as Matajis. So you all are your mothers, except your wife, all are your mothers. So whomever you are meeting, we need to greet them as a mothers. So in that way, so Mataji, mother, so Mata means mother. So in that way, when you pronounce Mata, then the wrong way of seeing a woman, it will go off. And also the woman way, it is woman also in the similar case. So the woman also should not get attracted by the men body. So that is the reason we are calling them as a Prabhuji. He is the master. So that is the reason Prabhuji and Mataji we are calling each other, so that we'll keep some respective distance and we will see in the different manner. So the Prabhuji, in the sense, Prabhu means master. So it is not master means it is one step ahead. And Mataji, she is the topmost in the society, is the mother. So he is giving that topmost master and the mother respect to the other fellow devotees. So in that way, we can keep a harmony in the society, and in that way we can understand. We will be always be in the consciousness. Okay, we won't get the negative thoughts by seeing the other women. So that is what the Krishna consciousness especially teaching that only. So by seeing the other woman, you should think that it is a mother. So the mother consciousness should come, so that there won't be any illegal activities or any wrongdoing that will happen in the society. So that is the reason we have to teach the children from the 5 years onwards about the scriptural knowledge. So why the spiritual knowledge? So that they can understand, okay, what is the purpose of life? So currently, why so many things are happening in this material world? Because they don't know the purpose. What is the purpose of life? Why we born? They are thinking that just want to enjoy we born. They don't know after leaving this body, the soul is going to take another body. All those things they never understand. They never know also. They are thinking that this is the only life. We are here to enjoy, to exploit this material nature. We will be enjoying here. That is the way it is said. But people are thinking in the current society. So, and also they are not ready to accept the scriptures also. Scriptures they are saying that this is all bogus. Because of they want to enjoy, so they are rejecting because they are enjoying propensity only, they are rejecting the scriptures. There is no other reason. Because they want to enjoy. Because they know that scriptures are saying the truth. If we follow the scriptures, they cannot enjoy. So that is the reason the enjoying will be limited. So they want to enjoy unlimitedly. That is the reason they are rejecting the scriptures also. And also it is said that how the birth is happening for a human. See, it is said that the Atma will, once we left the body, it will go and it will go to the Yamaloka, and if it is getting any punishment, going to the punishment. After going through the punishment, it is coming to the sky, and through the rain, it will reach the material world again. This is not only material world, this earthly planet again, or according to the other. If you need to go to the other planet system, it will go. For earthly planet, how it is coming, it is said in the scriptures that through the rain it is coming. So that through the rain, it is the Atma, the soul, it is coming to the material world again, and this earthly planet again, and it will, wherever the water goes, and it will connect with the plants. So the plants or other animals, so we are all using that water for drinking purpose. So when we drink that water, what will happen? That soul getting into the body of the human body, or all the other animals body, and all plants body, according to whoever drinking the water, and whatever it is going, and it is getting into the form, at least in the human form of the body, it is converted into the semen. And when the mixed with when the men mixed with the woman, then it is getting transferred to the woman's womb, then the child is getting born. So through our food, through water, or through food, whatever we are eating, through that, the Atma is entering to our body. The soul is entering to our body, and it is getting transferred to other living entities. So these are the very subtle signs, and we cannot understand that, and who is going to eat, and who, and which birth is by the person going to eat. That is, whatever it is already defined, whatever based on the previous karma, everything properly will happen. So even though it is, that's why we are saying that whatever we are eating, whatever in the rice, in our name is written, then we will get that rice. Like that, we used to say there is a saying in the village. They used to say, if it is written on the rice, then you will get that. You will. It won't go to anywhere. You will have to eat that only, because it is already defined. Everything is already pre-planned by the Lord. So this living entity need to get into this, and the person or animal or plant, you need to take this food. Through that, it getting into the enter into the body, and you need to get that type of body, and they need to continue. So all these things everything is interlinked. It is a brilliant science. We cannot understand. It is a subtle science. We cannot understand the brilliancy of the Lord. So what we have to do, at least we, the poor in the Krishna consciousness, at least we have to follow the whatever specified in the scriptures. So we should not waste our time with the sense enjoyments. So that is the main topmost. So when we are engaging our senses to the service of the Supreme Lord, automatically we will be, when we keep this Krishna in center and engaging all our senses to the Krishna consciousness, then automatically our senses will be satisfied, and we can satisfy the Krishna senses also. So the first and foremost thinking for all of us should be, how can I satisfy the senses of the Supreme Lord? So that is the way we can also, it's engaging our senses in the different direction. It is not possible to control our senses. So if you see the other religions, they will say that you need to control yourself. But outwardly they are saying their control, but internally so many illegal activities are happening. Even they are in the topmost position in their preaching, but they are doing illegal activities within their group itself. So it is not possible to control our senses. The only thing is we need to engage our senses into the higher platform, so that in the transcendental way, so that it will automatically, our presence also purified, and we can always connect with the Supreme Lord also. And even the regenerative, reproductive organs also, we can engage in the service of the Supreme Lord. How? We get married, we get a children, but you need to have the courage to make them a Krishna consciousness person. That should be our target. So over begetting a children, that children, I will make them as a Krishna conscious person, and they will think, they should know about what is the purpose of life, and they will work on that. So in that way, if you are able to make a children, then you can get married, and you can beget children. And there is to beget a children also, there is a garbhadana samskara. It is in scriptures, it is said that what are the things they have to follow. So it is said that they have to chant properly, husband and wife, they both should chant, and what are the things, the steps they have to follow, and which day they have to mix. All those things are properly specified. It is not that whatever we are speaking, it is kind of if we are speaking about this, means it is kind of sense enjoyment only we are speaking. It is not a sense enjoyment. That whatever we are speaking, the mixing with men and women, it is a purity in that. That's why it is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam also. If you go to the Tamil Nadu, some of the old temples, if you go, you can see in the Gopura, the tower, you can see the men and women mixing, and they are naked, and all those things we can see in the temple. Why in the Padmanabha temple, Trivandrum, if you see all the pillars, they carved the different postures. So why because that is the education they wanted to give. Because earlier when during that time, with the Vedic time, people not aware that there is they need to give the awareness to the children. They should know that this is the normal thing. They should not think that it is something different. This is They should not get into the sense pleasure only. So that is the reason all these things, knowledges are given through temple itself. So that is the reason even we are calling that the temple is a very pure transcendental place. Why then the people, the other religious people, they are thinking that they see their temples, they have their all the nonsense they are putting in their pillars itself. So these are not the nonsense. But today's we are thinking that it is nonsense because there are so many means to understand about the human can very in the childhood itself they can understand what is the how to get the pleasure. So that's the reason there are so many issues are happening. Even the 5th standard, 6th standard, these cases are happening. The very small age itself, the girls are getting pregnant. And in America, it is the young mothers are less than 16 years. Young mothers are increasing day by day. So what is happening finally? The young mothers, they are enjoying that, but later what will happen? The person who enjoyed, the man, he left that because he come to know that okay, these are the yes, since he is in the only for sense enjoyment, he mixed with a woman. Then what will happen? He leave her and he will catch hold of other thing because that is happening in this, and because of that, there are so many orphanage in the US. There is orphaned this girl child, not only girl child, the young mothers are getting increased. So day by day. So because of that degradation of the society. So that is reason we have to give the proper knowledge to our children so that they will understand the purpose. First, when the person understand and put in their consciousness that my purpose of life is not to enjoy this material world. If they understand that, even though because the enjoying propensity, it is that the sex life, it will start once we getting matured. It is not immediately, because after childhood, some 13, 14 years till that, we will be in the childhood only, even though we are playing with the girls and boys together playing, they won't feel anything. But after that, they are getting that, their senses are getting triggered. So that is the age they are getting the maturity age. So till that time, so if you give the knowledge prior to that itself, okay, what is the purpose of human? What is the purpose of a human body? What is woman? What is men? What is this material world? Who is a supreme Lord? What is the purpose of our life? If they get all this knowledge in the young age itself, even though they may not be able to understand fully, but they have some idea about, because in the current world, the children are very intelligent. Even they can grasp more things. So that is the reason we have to give slowly this knowledge, spiritual knowledge, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita knowledge, purpose of life, even though they are not able to fully concentrate on the bhakti because they are connected with their schools and other activities, but because they have to play also. They have to play, they have to go to the school. Their regular activity should happen. Along with that, we have to add the scriptural knowledge also, the spiritual knowledge also, so that they won't deviate. They will be a good human being in the society. So we are the Krishna conscious persons are responsible to produce the good human being in the society, so that in the coming generations, they can spread the knowledge throughout the world, and they can convert the people from the ignorance to the transcendental mode. We have to change the people in that way. So that is all. We are the responsibility. It is not that somebody will wearing the saffron dress, they will do. It is not like that. Each and every person who are connected with the Krishna consciousness, who know the Supreme Lord, who is reading Bhagavad Gita, everyone's responsibility. It is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu specifically said that in who are all taking birth in Bharata Bhumi is who are taking birth in India, your goal is you need to go and spread the Krishna consciousness everywhere. That is the responsibility of each and every Indian. Yes, here we have the rich knowledge, rich culture, we got everything. So that because all the other places, they don't have the knowledge, they are the degraded living, the living style they are following. So we need to give and go and preach so that they will get the knowledge and they will get into the right path. So that is why it is our responsibility, whoever each and every person who are getting this knowledge, who are getting this spiritual knowledge about Krishna consciousness, try to preach to others so that this knowledge can be transferred. It will be It will be always alive within the human society. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.
Jai.